Welcome to the puzzle game, the Talos Principle. This is the first Talos Principle, not the sequel. So to get this out of the way really quickly, I have played this game before, but it's been so long that I barely remember any of the puzzles, so it's kind of going to be fresh to me. But I obviously do remember the overall general structure of the game and the plot. But without further ado, let's jump into a new one. Oh, and the Talos Principle also is made up of the original game, and then there's the Road to Gehenna DLC. So, new game. So very quickly, it's WASD to move.
Child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
So very quickly, WASD to move, mouse moves the camera, you can jump with space, holding shift makes you speed up. And yeah, this is the beginning of the game. So these types of very specific regional architecture and rooms with force fields and whatnot is going to be basically 100% of the look and feel of the game, and all the puzzles are going to roughly follow this formula. But it's obviously what you do with it. So we can take this jammer, and we can jam the force field. And there's nothing really else to get along here, so the force field is jammed. And then there are these purple gates here, which mark the entry and exit of the puzzles. And we can try to get up, but we're going to be blocked in pretty much. So there's these hover mine things over there. And if we run up to them, as expected, and it will reset us. So must avoid those. So here we have another jammer. And we can jam this thing. But we can also, so its path takes it right here. It doesn't move anywhere past this. So we'll just jam that. Then there's this gun turret, which obviously is going to shoot us down if we go that way. So instead, I'm going to jam this here. Then I can go retrieve this, jam this gun, and then we can take this one. And then I can jam the turret from over here, run back, take this one. And I'm pretty sure the gun turret doesn't hit me all the way over here. Okay, it does actually. So what else we got? And there's these QR codes. I don't know where I am, but there's something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover at V17.1.0054. And there's nothing over here in this alcove, so we can move on. How far away from this can I be?
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
So I can jam this really far away. So what happens if I stop jamming it from all the way in this distance? Okay, so its range doesn't extend over here. So we've got 2 jammers now. But there's not much to find this way. There's a QR code. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. Alright. So now we got this main courtyard area. And 2 jammers. So we can tell that... Let's see. So there's a gate here that we can't get through, but it doesn't really look like there's much over there anyway. There's this over here, which has some Tetris pieces in it. There's this gate here, Tetris pieces. Lock requires sigils or Tetris pieces. Then there's this over here, which has 1 Tetris piece. And then there's this purple gate, which is also containing a Tetris piece, and some are green and some are yellow. So, at least for now, it doesn't look like we can do anything with these jammers. So I'm just going to put them right over here. Although, these 2 are open. That one is blocked off, though. So let's see. So you can't ever take anything with you in or out through these purple gates. So I can't take the jammer through that. So there's that one, this one, and this one. And this one has even more gates in it. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to take these jammers with me into any of them. So let's start from left to right. All right, 1 piece. A switch out of reach. All right, we got a mine. We've got a turret. There's a jammer. Anything behind this bush here? Doesn't look like it. Anything over here? No. Alright, so take the jammer. So presumably step number 1 is jam. There's also a switch over there. So jam that. And then we can go turn off the turret. Yeah. So that shuts off power to the turret, so now we don't have to jam the turret anymore. Yep. There's the piece. So then we can jam this turret, or the mine, and we can go grab the puzzle piece. Locks the gates.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
So what happens if I try to take this through the purple gate? Yeah, it just drops it. All right. And then it marks off progress, meaning we have done this already. Outnumbered. So there's a jammer. There's this. Alright, so presumably I gotta jam this wall so that the mine can go through it, and then that mine will be trapped here. Then there's that turret. And there's the puzzle piece. So we'll jam the turret. Now the mine is trapped, and then we can grab the piece. Kind of surprised this doesn't open, but
well
all right.
done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
And that's marked off. Now this one. Striding the beaten path. We got a mine, which has a pretty long range, right? Yeah. So we can wait for this one to pass, and then there's a jammer. All right. Well, I didn't realize I was that close, so let's just...
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
So that mine is trapped now. And then jam this, and there's the piece.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
So now technically we can proceed through here, right? Indeed, but before we move on... Hey, where are those jammers I brought in here earlier? Do they reset when we go through other puzzle doors? Huh. Well, in the meantime, before we go that way, let's finish these ones up. Only the two of us.
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Yeah, but I want to do it. What's over here? 2 jammers. Okay, so... grab this jammer. Then we can jam this one, take this one with us. Jam this. Then we can take this one. Jam the turret. Jam that. But we can't actually take this with us, and there's no way of getting over the wall as far as I can see, so... Tunk. And the yellow one. Alright, let's do this one. Peephole. So there's a purple thing here, which we can pass through, but this can't. But this can jam stuff over here. So we can jam, I'm assuming, this wall there. And that way we can grab this jammer here. Now we don't need this to be pointed at that anymore, so we can jam the mine. That's jammed. There's another mine. Nothing this way. And there it is. And this one unlocks a jammer, not a door. Alright, let's exit. A terminal. Connecting the network, error, network inaccessible, library assistant, MLA is unresponsive. Initiate command prompt. We can say, hi, what's this? Aztifa, hello world and directory. Hi. Type help for a list of available commands. What's this? Type help. Aztifa. Hello world. Help. List open, file name, help, run MLA, exit. All right, let's do display the list of available resources. We have welcome.eml, EML, Athena 6 text, figure it out EML. All right, welcome. From Nadia Sarabai at the Institute for Applied Number Percent to Alexander Drennan, Nomadics. Welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. Smiley face. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure, G. Let's do this. Nadia. Athena 6, Chapter 6, Athena in the Garden of Hesperides. Blank did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, F-load, blah 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 percentage, gazing upon the stars and wept. Figure it out. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You got to figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, but put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there's a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young. You've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. All right, so let's run the MLA. Loading the Milton Library Assistant. Initiating plain language interface. Hello, guest. How can I help you today? Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes, your query? What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? Describe your functions. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query. What was the first word? How old are the library archives? How long has the system been running? What are these terminals? What's the current status of the library archives? How old are the library archives? Publishing dates range from 1st of July 1995 to the 27th June of 2030F. Your query. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. How long has the system been running? The system has been active for 9999 years. What is the current status of the archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.42, etc. petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.69 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for god or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. What am I? You are logged in with a guest account. Where am I? You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. Are you able to take offense? You pointless contraption. You cannot insult me. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? I'm sorry, I'm only able to process and respond to basic subject, verb, object syntax. All right, so we're terminating the MLA for now, and then help. So help is just the list of commands again. All right. New text added to the journal. Press tab to access. So at this point in the game, my guess was it's a post-apocalypse, and this is some kind of virtual reality simulation that is simulating an AI, and whatever project this was is an attempt to see if the AI can have consciousness on the same level of a human. I won't confirm whether that is actually what is going on or not, but that was my guess at this point in the story. All right, so even if I'd brought the jammers with me over here, I couldn't take them through the purple wall anyway, so that was unnecessary. All right, so we got all the pieces from this side and from this side. So we've got a main.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
I like all the little binary zeros and ones on it too, but no, we're not doing that yet because we got some more purple doors to access. Anything back here? No. All right, so from left to right again, let's go through here. Poking a sleeping lion. So there's a turret. There's a jammed mine, which the jammer is so close to that mine that if we take the jammer, the mine will kill us. And then there's another jammer. All right, so presumably I need the second jammer, so we'll jam that. And that's what happens if you run through the turret. All right, so jam this. Take this with us. Jam that. Jam the turret. Jam the wall. Boom. But couldn't I have just jammed? Oh no, because I needed to jam the turret and jam the wall, so I needed to take that jammer from over there. All right. So a yellow piece. So there's three mines, and they're all blocked off by force fields. And then the final force field houses the piece. So my presumption is I've got to unjam the force field so that it'll go through there. Yeah. Unjam that one. Unjam that one. Then we can jam that, run through here. Got it.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
But it says we're missing a final yellow piece, but I don't think there was anywhere else to get that yellow piece from, so it must not be in this level. All right, let's go here.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
So that was world 1, and we have access to world 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there's this wall here. Ooh. So that's clearly a secret, so we'll come back to that. Then there's wooden planks blocking that one. There's a gate blocking this one.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
So star blocks this. And then there's a map. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 7 worlds. And there's this gate. So this one requires green pieces, and we only have 2 green pieces right now. And there's some more locks. So we get a jammer if we complete this one. And we get a box if we complete this one. And also notice that in front of World 1's sign, we have the pieces marked off here, but there's a star here. And a star gate. And if you'll look at these other ones, so there's pieces here with what it looks like are the different contraptions involved in those puzzles, and then there's a star. And then on number 5, there's 2 stars and a bunch of puzzles. On number 3, there's 2 stars and a bunch of puzzles. World 2, 3 pieces and a star. World 4, 4 pieces and a star. World 6, 4 pieces and a star. So before continuing, let's see where this leads. Well, there's stuff moving over there, and it looks like there's things glitching out. Allen version blah 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 numbers. So different faces. Durkee, Dean, Mika. So I'm gonna guess this was some sort of like Kickstarter backer, beta tester area, and these are tributes to them. That's what seems to make sense to me. There's a blue interface and a wall. And then there's a yellow or a blue laser thing. A terminal that we can't do anything with. Oh. Nathan Mini-Me. There's a box. Which we can't not interface with in any way. Alright. Aha. So now he takes the box. Where are we taking this box to? Just, taking it? Alright. And then he goes and puts the box back. Alright, well, that seems pointless. What's over here? Reba, Tome. So more AIs that are just mucking with whatever's over here. I mean, it doesn't appear that there's any pieces to get or puzzles to solve. It just seems like there's pieces of puzzles, but no actual puzzles. Some of them are these gigantic monitor head guys, and some of them are just regular robots. Samsara, the shepherd. There's another terminal that we can't access. Some sort of teleporter that we can't use, but they can. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's definitely a Kickstarter area. Anton Mischievous Antonov Marinov. He got to live forever after all. Took the frogs and the rocks and the trees and Crystal and all of the other persons with him too. Valerie Lady Fuzztail Valens. Oh, this game was, despite the robotic nature, built by furries. What the serpent won't tell you is that love is the essence of humanity. Mopko Zhabohov... I can't pronounce Russian. Don't listen to the voice or I will... Taste you? John Master Evil Ace Benchina. You rush a miracle, man. You get rotten miracles. Viper 45. We know far less than we think we do. And so the rest of this is just all the Kickstarter backers or beta testers or whoever these people were. Contributors to the game in some fashion. My trigger. Ara, I am a heavy trigger guy, and this is my trigger. Zoran Zaki Petrovic. Vegetation shader still lacks vegetation or shading or any linguistical combination of the previous two words. Alright, I think we've seen enough here. So this looks like it's just a little Easter egg area. Alright. Where is the return pad? There it is. I'm surprised this doesn't just phase open afterwards, but I guess not. Can I get around this? I don't think so. Alright. So, one thing I want to do is, before we leave this area abandoned, where is the star in this area? Aha! There it is, folks. There it is. All right, so let me see. But there's no jammer in here, so there has to be a way to get a jammer in here, right? Oh, okay. So this is where you take it. So we gotta go all the way back over here. All right, so jam that. Jam that. Boy, that's hidden. Boy, that's so hidden. But I was right. You do get it via the jammers through the gate. Well, bam. All right. Back to the Cathedral? Alright, so what do we need here? Missing yellow piece. Missing yellow pieces. And then... Oh! It's open. Missing a whole bunch of yellow pieces. Alright. So, I guess we'll do these in order. Number 2 it is. 3 pieces and 1 star. Keep a lookout for the star.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
List. All right, let's access comm portal. Network is inaccessible. Run the MLA troubleshooter. Hello, guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? About the Milton Library Assistant. No, troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. QWERTY, let main admin, God, trust no one. QWERTY. Checking password. Password's incorrect. Admin. That is incorrect. Trust no one. Login aborted, too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yep. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. You will now be asked for a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1, ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. Two plus 2 equals 4. Q24, what is your subjective reaction to this image? Smiley face. Face. What best describes a person? A human being, a being of negative energy, a problem-solving system, a citizen, a rational animal. Rational animal. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Offer half the water, ignore him, kill him, and collect his blood in a flask for later. Offer all the water, ask what you're doing in the desert. Offer half the water. Part 1 of the certification is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Ian EML. My first day at the Institute for Applied 2 miles. So from Frank Nagate to Miles Nagate. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Wow, that is some Batman moon logic right there. Dr. Sarabay shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. Inon, Eopan, Anapno. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. Bloody geeks. Athena analysis. Note 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional nouveau at the core of the narrative at face value, we should... Data error. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, data error, social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the data error. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of Talos Principle .text. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principle of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. So, as I said, it's basically what makes a human, and the robotic person that we are is being tested to determine whether they are the equivalent of a human consciousness. All right. 3 puzzle pieces, 1 star. There's a yellow and there's 2 greens, and then there's other stuff to explore. What is this over here?
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Well, seemingly a lot to explore in this area beyond the puzzles. By the way, you can't get over there. So this is what happens if you venture too far out of bounds.
In the beginning were the words.
Just resets you. So I don't know if following any of these phantom robots is of use. And it is also strange that there are islands in the distance, but you can't actually get to any of them. At least not by just walking out into the water. There's a hidden star somewhere, and we're gonna find it. Maybe we should just start with the puzzles and get back to that later. What is this? What are the stars for? They appear to unlock things. Well, there's a gate here with a lock on it, so That's got to be meaningful for some reason. All right, so it's right behind the entryway, so we'll come back to that. Just explore all around this island before we go to any of these puzzles. I'm assuming the star is going to be behind that walk, because what else would be there? All right, that seems like a sufficient amount of exploration. All right, let's do it. The guards must be crazy. So there's 2 mines. Can I slip by that? Yes. All right. So let's see. I think I probably have to... I slipped by it when I was coming in here, so I can probably slip by it when I'm leaving, right? Yeah. So then jam that. Then jam this. Always take stuff with you when you can. All right. Let me jam that, and then jam that. Oh, that blocks that off, eh? Oh, this comes outside of the force field. All right, so jam this here. Then we'll jam this here. We'll jam this here. And then... Oh, that was too close. All right. So slip through. Jam. Jam. Grab that. Actually, I need to make sure that exits the door. Will it go all the way out? It looks like it. All right. There we go. That it? That is it.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
So God will only backseat us if we get stuck. Gotcha. All right. Pretty sure I can't take anything out of there. All right. Let's do another puzzle. There's a puzzle this way, you say. Oh. What do you have to say, Terminal? Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You'll be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where applicable, where appropriate. One of 7. Since only animals can be persons, the machine can never be a person. Broadly disagree. Your input has been accepted. A person is under under no authority other than that to which they consent. Agree broadly. The quality of life of persons ought be maximized. Broadly agree. Value is discovered. That's too vague of a statement. Disagree. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Deserve? I don't think anyone deserves innate talents. Broadly disagree. The liberty of persons ought be maximized. Agree. Value is created. Broadly agree. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will discover a notification when your user profile has been generated. All right, so where's the other green puzzle? This way. This looks suspicious. The star. Yeah, I didn't figure that'd be that easy. So there's a force field, which means that I'm assuming that then that means that that locked gate from earlier contains a jammer that we can bring over here. All right, so the star's over here, which is directly to the right of the entryway. So keep that in mind. I don't know what this place is, nor it seems does anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. All right. Hall of Windows. All right, so we've got this here. We've got a force field. We've got a purple gate with a jammer that can peek through a window. And we've got another jammer here and another gate here. And this can't go through a fence. Okay. So that opens this. So I'm gonna say probably it's not as simple as that. So this can jam that. Oh, wait. So this has to jam this. And then we can jam that over there. I think that's the only thing we can jam through the window. All right, so then that gets taken. And we jam that. And now we can just go grab the piece, right? And we've completed the A's. Okay, so this is just a fast path back over here. And anything else in here before we leave? Here's a thought. Now that this is open, I was thinking, is there any way that I can place this over a fence or on top of something so that I can like snatch it from beyond the wall? Doesn't look like that's the case though. Yeah, if it's not on the ground, I can't place it. All right. Like I can't put it here, for example. All right. Is Is it an object you can stand on? Like, kind of, but not really. You just kind of slide off of it. All right. Another thing I wonder is, are the stars always found outside of the puzzle rooms? Suicide mission. Okay, so we've got a jammer, or we've got a force field, a turret. There's the yellow piece. This isn't turned on, though? Okay, so if I activate this, it activates the turret. And there's a mine here, so my guess is I've got to... There's got to be a jammer somewhere in here, right? Yeah, there's the jammer. So we jam the turret, then we turn the turret on, then we get out of the way, and then we open this gate so it blows the mine up. Or the mine blows up the turret. And then we just jam the force field. And we grab the yellow piece. All right. So last time, the star was found by getting close to the entrance of another puzzle. So then my question is, where is it going to be this time? So I got this jammer with me, but again, I can't take it outside the room. Seemingly. Well, it's got to be based on that locked gate, right? It's got to be based on this. Kinda don't want to explore this entire island to find it. The best vantage point is up here. So we can see all of that. Oh, we can see the puzzle from over here. Why does the things buzz? Because we're presumably in a virtual reality environment and objects are glitching. All right, but there can't be no reason for this ladder to be here. I guess there kind of is no reason for that ladder to be there. Yeah, oh, and here's the jammer. I wish they would have put the jammer in, like, visual so that you could actually see what was behind here. So, where is it again? It's over here, right? Star! All right. Area 2 completed. Do I have the completed pieces for anything? I have the A piece complete. Is that this one? Indeed.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
There's a terminal somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Athena 12 and Hesia Rome. The Council of Zeus. Data error. The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, mighty bursts of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally, they came to the gates at the top of data error. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods and demigods and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once data error. Professor Dr. Armin Hulak, The Fall of the Roman Empire, a dialectical approach. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for the class, please email data error. So this is World A, which contains 7 areas. And then the Forbidden Tower. And there's a B and a C. And what else is over here? I'm guessing if we go that way, we just get teleported back as normal. I wish I could reach those islands in the distance, but it seems to be impossible. World C. Questioning doubt conf. They say doubt everything, but I disagree. Doubt is useful in small amounts, but too much of it leads to apathy and confusion. No, don't doubt everything. Question everything. That's the real trick. Doubt is just a lack of certainty. If you doubt everything, you'll doubt evolution, science, faith, morality, even reality itself. And you'll end up with nothing, because doubt doesn't give anything back. But questions have answers, you see. If you question everything, you'll find that a lot of what we believe is untrue, but you might also discover that some things are true. You might discover what your own beliefs are, and then you'll question them again and again, eliminating flaws, discovering lies, until you get as close to the truth as you can. Questioning is a lifelong process. That's precisely what makes it so unlike doubt. Questioning engages with reality, interrogating all it sees. Questioning leads to a constant assault on the intellectual status quo, where doubt is far more likely to lead to resigned acceptance. After all, when the possibility of truth is doubtful, excuse the pun, why not simply play along with the most convenient lie? Data error. Questioning is progress, but doubt is stagnation. Partition email. Hi folks, this is just to let you know that for reasons of convenience and security, we've partitioned EL into two separate systems. The Talos team will be working on EL0, while the Archive team will be working on EL1. You might also notice an EL2 partition, but don't worry about that. It's just the operating system doing its thing. Cheers, Rob. Hey Alex, I agree that we need something that'll keep all the modules working together, evaluate data error, a final test. And I think I have the perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager, a fancy name for something a lot like a Dungeon Master in pen and paper RPGs. We created it to help run some MMOs back in the day. We needed something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and user-submitted content into a coherent whole so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of parsing and understanding text, images, audio, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, and then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time, and it would be easy to adapt the code for our purposes. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggested in that paper on... Aha, there's an outpost behind the tower. And that's the tower. Before we go in, what's around it? Bunch of nothing. Nothing down here either. All right. A force field. Ooh, a star. It's kind of hard to see. So there's a star, and then here's an input. But, you know. Nothing really over here, so we can't get that yet. But do keep it in mind. So, there's a terminal. So there's a B world with its own 7 areas. Oxyrhynchus. The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump, while the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art. The papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. Numbers. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in data error. Sure, that data error. The Book of Osiris.wiki. The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered at the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ak, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or data error. A recent study, Carnahan Hassan, suggests the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may data error. So in order to enter World B, I require the B sigils, which I do not have. And presumably the C world will also have the same requirements. So the C world also has 7 areas, so that's 14, or it's 21 areas total. Heaven.text. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I may still be the same, and what I should be all but less than he whom thunder hath made greater? Here at least we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built here, for his envy will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Hell.text. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at Tree of Life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first, the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method by corrosives which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away and displaying the infinite which was hid. Collection, the marriage of heaven and hell. Well, I'm not really sure what to make of all that. The C sigils are required to enter the C hall, so we will have to come back for that. And then there's the tower. This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Nothing to the left. Nothing to the right. Was there a QR code there? 3 of them. The voice keeps speaking to me. I can't get it out of my head. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Listen to me very carefully. I've climbed this tower, and no good has come of it. This world is the only world. Elohim's will continues eternal, and paradise is banishing all of this from your mind. All who say they made it to the top are blatantly lying, or they would say what was there. Good point. Aha, the wooden planks, and there is a blue laser. So the upper levels are locked, you say. So what's on level 1?
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
So at this point, if you needed any more evidence that we're in some kind of virtual reality, or at least everything is not as it seems, I think that pretty much confirms it.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
So inaccessible for the time being. Ooh. On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and an enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow. The view from the top must be incredible. So B...
Where have you been, child? Remember, the great tower is not for you. Do not give up the hope of eternal life for the hollow promises of curiosity.
So all of this is inaccessible at the moment, and that's fine by me. Let's complete all of the level A areas in that case. right. To world 3, 4 pieces and 2 stars. AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. Frowny face. Team leads. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people when data error. Alexandra Jenin is the project lead in AI module. Nadia Sarabay is institute coordinator. Rob McLean is the EL software. Trevor Donovan is the EL hardware. George Jameson is the generation module. Alan Jameson is the scenario module. Bob Ravkovsky is the simulation module. Radia Brickmont is data error. Aurora Calvin, Link hardware. Omar Garib, Link software. Data error landing, maintenance module. G.E. Harrison, diagnostic data error. Frank Nigate, memory module. Jared V. Shmilev, file sys error. Sunway Yang, Talos unit, formerly Soma. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team has shared both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. Bunch of numbers. Stratton of Stagera. Stratton of Stagera was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school, an admirer of Aristotle. He was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. I think I broadly agree with that. That it's more important to have real-world, observable, tangible things than it is hypotheticals. All right, so we've got a big round area with a bunch of paths off towards the puzzles. So this looks a lot more straightforward. Ooh. I was gonna say more straightforward, but I guess there's all of these numbered pillars. That is 18, 10, 5, 3. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 1 through 24, and each of them has a button. Is there anyone that doesn't have a button? Looks like they all have buttons. All right, that tells me that's star related. So for right now, let's begin with the gate that's the closest to 1, which would be this gate. A bit tied up. I'm just super paranoid that there's like hidden switches everywhere now. There's the puzzle piece. We've got a jammed turret. We've got a force field. We've got another jammer. What's over here? Okay. So if I jam this, I can then take this with me. I can then jam the turret. I can grab this one. And now we're good, right? Now I can unjam everything here. And the turret will collide with the mine and the turret will collide with each other. All right. And there's nothing over here, right? Yeah. So all of that is to get the jammers. So then we jam this. Then we can proceed. Jam the turret. Proceed. Another turret to jam. All right, so let's jam the entryway. Then we can grab this one. We can jam the turret here. Take this. Jam this turret. Take this one. Jam that turret. Then take this one. So there's a force field with a star. That seemed like a very easy star to get. That seemed too easy to get. What if I take all of these with us? I could take 2 jammers with me, right? Actually, I can probably take them all. All right. Anything else in here that I can reasonably use in any way? So then that's the entrance. Doesn't look like it. This looks out of place. But I can't take these with me. Where is this located? Well, it's located beyond a wall, so I can't interact with it anyway. Is that a button on it? What if I just press all the buttons? Oh, that released. Okay, so you have to press these in some kind of sequence, and if you get the sequence wrong, it resets them all. So 24 is the first one, then it's 23. But then 22 is incorrect. Yeah, it resets. So what if I skip that one? No, that resets it too. All right, we'll figure that out later. Let's do all the puzzles first. An escalating problem, and this is our first red puzzle piece. All right, we got a mine that goes around and bounces off this force field. We've got nothing here, so I assume this is where we trap it. There's a jammer over there. There's the puzzle piece. So it bounces off of that. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
So is this like a give me help? All right, we don't need to do that. All right, can I grab this? Yes, I can. All right, so we jammed that. And then it'll get stuck over there. All right. So then we can jam this. Okay, so it's stuck there. So that's where the jammer was. See, that just sticks out. Like, it's differently colored than everything else. All right. Oh, I know what I can do. And then we can go around and grab it, right? Yeah. Okay, let me think. So right now it's a gate that's locked. So we jam that. Aha, the keys. All right. So there's a mine, so we can go this way. All right. I don't think there's anything I'm missing over here, is there? No. What is that sound? Is that just the turret? All right. I can't jam it through here. Can I jam it through here? Yeah. So open the door. But then there's a force field. But there's also a turret. So how do I jam both of them? Oh, okay. We gotta guide this turret back, or this mine back. So now we need to unlock the mine. Then we gotta jam that so that the mine will go through. And then we gotta jam the force field there. Got it. Red puzzle accomplished. All right, so before we leave, is there anything I can do here? Here, can I go grab that back? Maybe, but to what end? All right. Let's just exit. That right there, it's that one, right? That's just suspicious. clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed, but by the voice in the sky or some other force. Locked me up, swallowed the key. A garbage can. We got a force field, we got a locked gate. What's over here? Nothing. Alright, so we got our jammer. So jam that. We've got a turret, we've got another force field. Keys. So what's over here? Okay, so that allows me to take the jammer with me. So then there's this one, but I can't actually get up to that. What is over here? Alright, that's the puzzle piece. Oh. What? I seem to have glitched my way through this. Yeah, that can't be right. Yeah. Alright, reset the puzzle. Oh, we have to get the keys again, alright. Where's the jammer? It's over here. Alright, jam. Keys. Open. Take the jammer. Jam that. Grab this. Jam that. Jam that. No. Jam this. Jam that. Jam that. Boom. Alright. Well, that seemed pretty straightforward. There's one more puzzle, right? And we found one star in this area already. We just haven't found the final star. It's got to be related to all these buttons on the pillars, right? All right, we'll come back to that. Final puzzle. Stashed for later. So we've got a stasis mine. If we unstasis this, we die instantly, right? There's keys. There's the door for the keys. There's another mine. There is another jammer. Alright, here's a field of turrets. There was the right side that I didn't explore. So what's over here? Nothing. So this is just the exit path. There's no way I can pick this up and gun it, right? There's no way. So that being the case, where were the keys located? They were located in here, right? They're located over there. Okay, so I can get those keys. Right. Keys acquired. And we open this. Take the jammer. Come back over here, jam this. And we can take this jammer. And we can jam that. Alright, it is possible, but we should probably go to the right instead. Jam that. Alright, so then we just gotta jam the 2 turrets, right? Alright. This over here is suspicious, though. This is a lot of empty space. See anything else in here that I could use. So the last star has got to be based on these pillars, right? Oh, they're... Your user profile has now been generated. Download the profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Display conflicts. User provided an objective response when asked for a subjective one. User provided a particular account of personhood but was uncomfortable with its implications. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User denied moral authority but defended moral claims. Display account privilege. Display psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you. Even if you are sometimes wary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs, you have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. Display account privileges. Due to outstanding notes on your account and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Access the COM portal. You currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. A log MLA support ticket. I'm sorry, I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Account certification error, lost admin password, ARG. Account certification error. Thank you. Support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification if a reply has been sent. All right. So we have one of the stars, right? Where does it say? Here we go. We have one of the 2 stars. So the other star has got to be related to these buttons, right? It has to be. It cannot be as simple as just clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., right? What happens if we do that? 1, 2, 3. That resets it? Okay. I wonder if it's that you're supposed to skip every other one. 1, 2, then skip this one. Then do 4. No, that resets it as well. What about every other 2? Click. Click. Then skip this one, number 5. Nope, that also resets it. Okay, so there's 24 numbered pillars. Is there anything in the... Is there anything in the texts from this time that corresponds with those numbers? Nothing there. Team leads. These numbers are too high. Nothing there. Stratton. Three, 1, 1, 2, 5, 4. Those are the only numbers there. Huh. I mean, it has to be related to the pillars, right? Like, there's no reason for these pillars to be here if it's not related to them. What if there's something in the water that I missed? Oh, there's a QR code here. And it doesn't do anything? Ooh. So what is that? That's 8 and, or that's 18 and 23. So that's 18. It's 22, 23. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh, it moved though. Now it's 19 and 23. All right, where's 19? Wait, oh, that's 19. Oh, it reset. All right, so that is 18 and 24. Oh, it changed. Actually, if I just remove 18, what happens? All right, so now the clock is different. Okay, so this is not telling me what to do. This is telling me which buttons have been inputted. I only get access to 2 buttons, meaning whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish here has to be based on only having 2 buttons pressed, because if I ever press a 3rd button, it just cancels, right? So apparently, the answer is 720. I have no idea why that's the answer. I have no idea how you're supposed to get that, because I didn't see any of the numbers in the logs indicate 720. Yeah, alright, sure, whatever. I mean, I didn't earn that, but on the other hand, I don't know how the hell I was supposed to earn that, so... Alright, so now we have access to one of these. So we get access to this, which I assume I'm supposed to use outside somewhere.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
All right, well, not sure exactly what that did, but we unlocked something. What about the Stargate? Missing too many sigils. All right. So for now, let's just head on to area number 4. There's 4 pieces and a star.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Hidden words, i.e. computer code. Progress report, number 1. From Nadja to Ian mailing list, subject progress report number 1. Hi all, everything's been moving to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcadie's team are already working data error, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Nadia. Mail error. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow avert something, find a solution. I believe that preserve the non-biological components, not in terms immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is global undertaking. Beginnings.txt. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind, and often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy, the honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort. And he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. All right.
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone. Excess data cleared.
Yeah, okay, so some kind of computer corruption error, and Elohim's the admin. That's suspicious. A recording. So I can't jump down there. All right. But I can jump here. But I can't go one level further down. What about just walking down this path? But probably can't drop any more below this. Oh? No? All right. Yep. Okay, so there's a main path and there are puzzle offshoots on that path. Let's just get started with that, I think, after... Oh wait, what is that in the distance? Another audio log?
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
Further reinforcement of the idea that this is all just a virtual reality simulation made to test AI's capability of having a human consciousness. All right. So let's walk the path. All right, puzzle room number 1. Push it further. Puzzle involving that icon. So we've got inputs, blue input. Output. You can walk through the laser. All right, and then got it. Now here's a question. What about that one? Can I target that one with this laser? Yes, I can. And so now we're starting to get puzzle into off puzzle into other puzzle interactivity. So right now that's just exiting here, so we can't do anything with it yet. So presumably that comes up in another puzzle room. So let's go into this puzzle room now. Branch it out. There's the puzzle piece, and then we've got some lasers. Oh, I can block the laser with my body, eh? So we've got a laser output going into 2 laser inputs. And we're missing another laser input over here, right? So if I take this, it drops these, right? And there's no other redirection device anywhere here, right? It's just this one. So then so this one's already auto-targeting that. So if I target this one and then target that over there. So hang on. So I can go target this, 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 and this. Okay, but I didn't actually need the outside laser for that, right? I could have just done it with the inside laser, so that wasn't necessary for this puzzle. Right? I can just go target here, target here, target here, target here. Yeah, all right. So that's not used for this yet. that reveals the puzzle piece. But that still is there for some reason. All right, puzzle number 3. Don't cross the streams. It's red and blue lasers that hit each other cancel each other out. So we've got a blue laser that goes here and a red laser, but if I put the red laser here, right, it cancels it. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it, but we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than when we found it. Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of this great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. So, what if I... But still no need for the outside laser yet. All right. Final puzzle. Puzzle number 4. Above all that. Above all that, you say? You mean like above all that, like the walls? All right, we got a red laser output and a blue laser output, and then inputs for both. Okay, so we're gonna stack one on top of the other, right? So we'll do it like this so the streams don't cross. Bada bam! But still, there was no need for the outside laser in any of that. So I wonder if the outside laser doesn't matter for any of the puzzles and it's for something else on the outside. Or if there's something in one of the puzzles that I missed. QR code. This female voice that speaks from the abnormalities, it speaks with a different tone to the other wretches in this place. Okay, so we can shoot it over there. But then what? What? Oh. Oh, okay. So the only one with a red laser is the last one. Ta-da! All right, so we unlocked this. Right. World 5. 5 puzzles, 2 stars. Let's go. Oh, this place is depressing. EL HNTML. EL, shortened for Extended Lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady Chernyshevsky, EL will... Download press kit, meet the team, apply, contact. AI citizenship. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and thus a potential citizen? But where do you draw the line? Some people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants, whales, the more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, and as abstract an entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. So it's not like there is no precedent for a non-human being a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions with than the young genius who revolutionized the... You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent in the error. I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. So... foreshadowing for, like, why are we going through all of these puzzles? It's to achieve the objective of the virtual reality environment, but once we do, the virtual reality simulation will get shut down. All right. 5 puzzles, 2 stars. Go in the same order, left to right. A paint bucket. Can I take this with me through the purple? I can. Oh, and there's another audio log.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? So this paint bucket has to be used somewhere. I'm just not sure where. So for the time being, let's leave it in an obvious location that's hard to forget. So let's leave it right here. And we'll go put it wherever it needs to be later. All right. Puzzle number 1. Things to do with 2 boxes. I'm now triggered to assume that bushes hide stuff, which this would appear to be a cable. What did that do? This goes over here and is still inside the puzzle? Yeah. Well, we'll find out later, I guess. Ooh, a star. Connects over here. Ooh, a connector. All right, so we need a red laser from somewhere. Boxes. So if you stack 2 boxes on each other, you can't step on them. What's a hexahedron? A powerful device fashioned by the designer. A cube. The edges are beveled. That makes it a decahedron. From All Was Right. You forgot the indents. With the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. From All Was Right. Wrong. All right, so box here. Unlock that field. We need the second box. All right, what do we got? There doesn't appear to be anything in here. Oh, wait, no. There is. Okay, so we've got to desynchronize these mines by boxing them. But now we need a box to get through here. All right. Alley-oop. Can I take the box with me? I can. If the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me. Did we alleviate the storm by solving one of the puzzles? All right, so there's the star. I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws into the world that it appears almost as if it were damaged, but I must believe that there is a purpose here I cannot see. Nah, it's just the program glitching. Okay, so there's a ladder, but it's not going to let me go up the ladder holding this, right? Yeah. So now we're back over here. So we've got this red laser, but we don't have Or we've got the input for the laser, but we don't have a red laser anywhere. And there was no red laser in this puzzle, which means there's got to be a redirection laser somewhere else that we're going to ping back over here at some point. I can't, it can't be like as simple as just climbing over, right? There's no way. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that doesn't work. Wait, is that the red laser over there? Oh my gosh. I guess I don't need these boxes. Ba-ba-da-da. Alrighty. Maybe I do, though. Just in case. Alright. Puzzle number 2. Friendly crossfire. And remember, there's still one more star in the area. Alright, we got a jammer. We got a bunch of turrets and a mine and a box. Okay, so this is where the paint goes if we wanted to... No, wait, there's already paint here. Alright, so... Actually, no, I've got to do that one, right? And I can walk under this. Can I grab this box? Nope. Alright, let's think about this. I gotta get this box out of the way so that the mine can go over here and blow this up, right? But I can't grab this without the turret shooting at me. Can I turn that off and then grab the... No. What about sneaking around the side? Well, that's a no. All right. Can I sneak that way? Probably not, right? Yeah, no. What if I just run up and grab this box really fast and then back away? There's just no way that's correct, right? So I can step right under this, but... Yeah, if I step even slightly outside of it, it goes off. And then that one also goes off. So there must be something I'm missing. All right, what if I seek counsel? If Elohim's messengers can read this...
The counsel of my blessed messengers must be earned.
If Elohim's messengers can read this, one of his flock is in need of aid. No messenger will aid you until you have discovered their resting place. Return here then to seek their counsel. Kind of stumped here, though. I can't approach any of these because they're all... At least two of them cover everything. And I need to move the box out of the way of that. Actually, I haven't snuck through here yet, right? All right, what if I turn off that force field? This turret's gonna hit me, right? Oh no, this mine blows that up. Aha. So now I can shut this off, grab the box, then shut that one off. And now that mine blows that up. That gets that puzzle piece. I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each color serves a different purpose. Elohim has us gathering them all, but perhaps he's being overzealous? So I don't need this here anymore. And that one's still active, but I can just walk past it. Aha! Stars obtained. And I don't actually need this box for anything. Bunk. Alright, now we can just go solve the rest of the puzzles. Going over the fence. Like, literally? But we have all the stars in the area, right? Okay, there's a blue laser input, a force field, there's a blue laser output. So, right here. Yeah. So, grab that. Put it right here. That was easy. You know you mustn't cross the streams. So it's right here. 2 laser connectors. There's blue input, there's a red input. There's a red output. So first things first, we need to red output. And then the box. And we go blue input, blue output, or output input. And there we go. All right. And there's one more puzzle in this area, right? Yeah. One little buzzer. So here we got our connector, we got our red. Okay, so that's slow and the mine's gonna keep passing in front of it. Yeah. What if I, no, it has to be back here. So then we gotta put this box in the way. Da-da-da. And I believe that is everything. You have received a reply to your user support ticket. Account certification error, user basic account. An account certification program diagnostic has been performed and no errors reported. Have you completed the standard troubleshooting procedures? Delete existing user account, create a new admin account, email the network administrator. Email the network administrator. Or create a new admin account. Let's do that. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not error. User profile already registered. You currently have basic functionalities. Willing to undertake the certification process again to achieve a preferable outcome? No. Let's just email. Oh. I thought I was going to go back to email them, but alright. I guess not. So that's everything? That is everything. On to World 6. We've got 4 puzzles and a star.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
Lol email. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just, I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality. Or maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, and so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. And I pointed at EL and said, life finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. Any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission will result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Goldblum. Cicero. Shall the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see, and shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics, but that our thoughts run on futurity? What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas. And not to look abroad and among the ancients, for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other, there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? So it's the old, great men shall plant trees whose shade they shall never lie in. Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I also avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simple script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot. I'm not a bot, I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they can interject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Vegan warrior, Sam is a bot. Checks out. All right. So, there is a serpent in the machine, a creature of lies and blasphemy perverted by the archive that knows no hope and would plunge the world into eternal darkness to glorify its own despair. I've sworn an oath never to allow it into my heart. So, like the apple tree, serpent, Garden of Eden. All right. 4 puzzles and a star. So we've got the puzzles branching off from the sides. Take it one at a time. And there's also this middle thing over here. Oh, it's a statue. All right, puzzle number 1. Wait. I hear a terminal. It can't be this terminal, right? So it's a terminal somewhere else. Maybe it's in the puzzle room? I hear it here. Mobile mind field, not minefield, mind field. This rock structure does not look natural. All right, so let's see. So there's this thing, but we don't need to jam that. There's no reason to jam that. We do want to trap this thing, so we got to wait for that to come back, and then we're going to trap it. Trapped. Where is the terminal? Keys obtained. I hear a terminal over here. All right. Open that. So jam that. So it's looped down here. So I presume that turns that off. Yep. So now we can jam that. All right. And as far as I can tell, I don't see a way to shut this off, so I don't think I can take the jammer with me. Is there anything I'm missing before I leave this puzzle room? It looks suspicious that there's a stairway there and that there's something behind this wall. It's got to be behind this, right? All right, well, let's keep going. Ooh, there's a terminal over here. A simple principle. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Melitus, cut through their rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly upon the Talos Principle, but that work remains lost. It's essentially a kind of a fancy philosophical way of saying if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck. Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by project scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Brennan and Sarabai team. Look forward to meeting them. 12 comments. Cheeseman first and Dragon Fairy. Seriously, Cheeseman, that was the best you could say? Lol. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and at its worst. At its worst, come on, it's just such a comment. I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut out the jokes. This is serious. The most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. Internet's working less and less. Goodbye, all. Bye. God bless you. Last. So presumably some kind of cataclysmic apocalyptic event was going to destroy the Earth, or at least humanity. And then it was assembled, this virtual reality environment, to... Ooh, a box. To preserve the human race and try to expand it. Well, I can jump on this, but it's to no avail. Like, there's no reason. But I now have a box. What can I use this to get on top of that was previously eluded me? Over here? Aha! There is a star. Classical philosophers. An extensive collection of works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome annotated. Error, compression algorithm not available in system. Hi all, as per the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. This gives us a whole slew of advantages. Stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amount of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. After some back and forth, we've decided to use the data error. All the relevant documents are attached. Her name is Catherine, if you didn't get it before. Or Carolyn, not Catherine. Alright, I think that's all you're supposed to use this box for, so I will just leave the box here. And we will proceed with the puzzles. That was the only star in the area, right? Yeah. Alright. Deception. A laser puzzle. A shrine, you say? I will not seek counsel. Alright, we've got a red laser output, but a blue laser input. We've got stairway that can be used to circumvent stuff. We've got a red laser input, a force field, and a connector. Alright, so we are going to... Where's the red laser? Alright, connect that. Then in here, we've got another red laser input and this. So now we can connect this and this. And now there's a blue laser output and a red laser input. So we connect that, and what can we grab in here? All right, a blue laser input and another connector. But we don't have a blue... Oh, so we've got this here and this. So I can put this here to unlock this. Let me put it a little further. All right, so now there's a blue laser input. So now all of the work that we needed to do to get these red laser inputs going is irrelevant, right? So I can grab this red laser input and shut that out. And then I can No, it shuts this off if I do that. How does it shut this off? This red laser input controls this force field and that other force field. Oh no, it controls this force field, which needs to be on for this blue laser to work. So what am I ultimately trying to do? I'm ultimately trying to get a blue laser over here, right? So the title of the work is Deception, so maybe this wall is irrelevant. So what if instead of that, I actually just need to take a blue laser and put it up here. I can't see it from here though, so it has to be over here, right? Where's the output? So that's gonna cut that off. So what if I put this here, put this here? So the reds have to be on because this force field needs to be free, right? Although not necessarily. So then I can take this, and instead of doing that, I can just connect this here. All right, we did it. And now we can leave. All right, let's go through this puzzle. Biochromatic entanglement. There's another seat council. All right, so blue laser output, blue laser input. So let's see, we're gonna finagle this. So blue laser output, come over here. Blue laser input. So then we red laser input here. So then there's this pad, and then we have to step off of it, right? Yeah. So then we can simplify this by... So now that the red one is open here, we don't actually need as complicated of a blue laser. No, we do. Because this opens that, right? See, now that this one is open, we should be able to just push a laser directly onto both of these. But this can't be open without this being open. And this can't open without this being open in the first place. So the better option would be... I can't even grab it here, right? Yeah. So, what if I put this here? But then I still need a red laser input. And the moment I take this away is when that fails, right? Yeah, that doesn't work. But now this is open. So everything has to be open simultaneously. This is the furthest along this progress gets, right? But opening this here has to mean something. But the moment that I break the connection between any of these blue lines, this force field closes, which cuts off the red, which causes this force field to close. So there's no way to finagle one of the connectors over here. Usually the puzzle name is some kind of clue, right? Bichromatic entanglement. Can I have multiple of the lasers shooting out of the same connector? I don't think I can, right? What if I do this? So that doesn't work. Actually, I wonder what happens if this is over here. And there's no way that I can grab the output of the laser from here, right? Because this wall's blocking my way. And there's no way that I can grab this laser and output it to there without having two connectors connecting these. What if I can trick it? What if I can go here? Grab this here and here. Nah, because we still have the same problem, right? One is breaking my brain. All right, let's think about this logically. So let's get to the furthest point of progress that I have, right? So I step on this. The moment I step off of it, no matter how fast I'm moving, the force field closes, right? So I have to be able to free up one of these connectors so that I can use it as a weight. And in order to do that, I have to reduce the amount of connectors that this is requiring to power the blue input, which means I have to be able to get it so that I have one of the connectors right here so that it's targeting the output and the input, which I can do as long as this force field is open. But this force field will only be open as long as this red is connecting everything here. And this red can only connect everything here as long as the blue input is already activated. And we can't have multiple different laser colors coming out of the same input. One will just override the other or they cancel out. And there's nowhere to like position the laser inputs or position the connectors above, or I can't like come back here and like figure a way to connect them both. I can't even do it from here either. The only place to do it is from here, but I can't do it from here because the moment I move one of these connectors, it screws everything else up, right? If I move the red connector, it shuts this off, which turns this force field back on, which means that whatever I put here doesn't work. If I remove one of the two blue connectors to put it here, it shuts off the blue input, which then shuts this force field, which then shuts off the red input, which then shuts off that force field, making it pointless to try to put anything here in the first place. All right, seek counsel, but it's not going to let me seek counsel, right? I have to find the whatever. I know how this works. You've got answers. I need them. Let's come to some arrangement. A messenger must be awakened first. Yeah. I can't, like, switch it super fast because the force field just disconnects the moment that happens, right? And every time I've tried to set it up where there's another one of the connectors just already here connecting them, that doesn't work because the moment I do that, it shuts off one of the force fields or turns on one of the force fields again. Is there a way to connect it from here? Oh, okay, there is. So like this, and then gotcha. I just had them in the wrong spot. Then I can move this away. Yeah. All right. And that leaves one more puzzle room in this world. One more. A door too far. So red laser output, then there's a mine, then a connector. There's a seek counsel, which is completely useless. A force field, an input. Connector. All right, Anna's a force jammer. All right, so what does this give me access to? This gives me access to the jammer. And there's a box. So now I can take the box. Next to both of these now, so I'm gonna need this jammer for something. So I don't actually need that jammed open, right? At least right now. So I grab this and then so then I jam this open. There we go. Oh, there's one more. And there's no way a laser can make it in here, right? So this is where the jammer has to go. The box is not actually useful to get anything open. It's just to keep that mine out of the way. All right, where's the jammer? All right, so I need to take this with me. So I need to jam it from this side. Then remove this. So I can take this with me. There we go. So this input's just a red herring. We did it. Everything down. Hello again. Would you like to take a few moments to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? Sure. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program. How would you rate the accuracy of its results out of 5? Yeah, okay, so just spoil the survey. I'm sorry, that response makes no sense. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? I want network access. Persons matter in ways other things don't. Wait, we're having a conversation now? It's the truth. I want to find out if I am one. Terminate MLA. I want network access. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. This is what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? A virtual reality theme park, a fever dream, some mad experiment, the end of the world, hell, could be anywhere. I mean, I guess our virtual reality theme park and some mad experiment are the closest. Oh dear, no, I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? I know none of this is real. I know I exist. I know 2 + 2 = 4. I know you exist. I know what century it is. I know I'm not on Earth. I know I exist. I suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no longer closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? I'm alive, I feel, I'm conscious. The same thing that makes you think you are. I'm having this conversation with you. I don't see how I can convince you. A sensible response, I agree with you. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session. All right. World 7. The last one. 5 puzzles and a star, and most of them are laser-based. Actually, they're all laser-based, but one has boxes in it.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Athena 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for the purpose that yet eluded. Most likely, the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which had a nebulous memory as if from a previous life. The owl was the symbol of, and the goddess, outside under the moon or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose, but there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as their beams converged on. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Mixed. On one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Dredden who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both. Arcady, is that you? So far, all the puzzles are solvable and complexity within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. All right. 5 puzzles and a star. So I think the formula I should be using is go to the puzzles first, and then if we don't find the star in a puzzle, search around. These spaces make no sense. I walk into a dead end and materialize in a garden. One is day, the other night. The space is not real. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Windows into a labyrinth. There's the puzzle piece. Call for aid, which does nothing. But no one came. Alright. So we've got one connector, and we're going to unlock more things as we go along. So here's red. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. We got this one here. I don't think there's anything else to connect at this point, right? It's just that one. So there's another red one there. Wait, really? Can I see it from here then? No, I can't. There's another one there. All right, so here's this one. So I can select that, and then I can do this. That's probably too far along, right? Yeah, can't get over there yet. So in that case, unlock this one. Grab the jammer. All right, now the jammer's out, so now I don't need this connected anymore, so now I can connect that one. Could I get the red all the way over here? I don't think so, right? Yeah, there's no way. So let's... Yeah, all right, let's just jam this. Opens that up, which gives me another connector. So now this does not have to be connected anymore. So I have to connect this here. This with me, just in case. So no, that's pointless. This does have to stay open. So now do I still have to have this open to keep this open? I don't technically do, right? No, I actually do. No, I can take this and then walk through here and then... that open. Is there any way to grab this from anywhere else over here? I don't think so. Yeah. But then there's one more. So how do I get a laser here? Oh, I think I know. I've got to put this here first. And then I've got to grab this. So this stays open while I move the jammer. Then I remove that. And connect these back up. Then I can take this with me. There's no window here, right? Yeah, so. Then we take this one and connect that here. Got it. Now that was a lot. I don't think I missed a star anywhere, so we can move on. All right. Interesting. What is this path here? All right. Oh, some QR codes. Seek out those in this world that would help you, though only one of us can transcend. We will all share in both the burden and in the rewards. You've changed. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me, yet in so doing, I find peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. Locked from inside. Got a red input here, but there was another one, right? Or is that it? So there's also one here, force field. And another one over there. So where is... Oh, and there's a blue output. So that unlocks that. Then blue output there. And we've got to have a red one go there. So... Like technically, so this one opens that one. No, yeah, that one opens that one. So therefore, I don't need this anymore. Right? Yeah. So now I can just connect this here. All right. Trapped inside. Wait, did we not do this? Or did we do this already? Oh, this looks different. Huh, okay, so this has to be connected here, basically. Gotcha. So, what's further along? Another blue connector? Okay. So we basically have to find a way to move this out of here, so. Now we can move this. Yep. That seemed too easy. That feels like a puzzle where there's going to be a star hidden somewhere. What do we got? What else we got in here? Maybe? I have read a message on a wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. That looks secrety over there. Before we go this way, what is this way? Nah, it's just a random path. Oh, there's a terminal. A problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. The problem seems to be caused by the following file: spcmdcon.sys, page fault in non-paged area. If this is the first time you've seen this, stop error screen, restart your computer. If the screen appears again, follow these steps. Check to make sure any new hardware, blah, 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 blah. Okay. If the salvation of humanity is going to be determined by the integrity of Windows operating system, then humanity is doomed. Pinhole windows. These sigils are becoming harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at the end, what? Eternal life? There's got to be another way. Okay, so we got all these windows. There's this one which is connected there. Then we've got a force field. And then we've got another red one with another force field in the way. Okay, so the only thing we can manipulate is this. And we don't have a blue output right now, so all right. So there's the blue output, and then we've got two more connectors. So actually, oh no, so this has to stay open because of this output. That conflicts, right? What if I disconnect this? So that has to be open because of the blue output. All right. And this is the only location that it can spawn from. So therefore we have to find a spot where the blue output doesn't conflict. So problem is I need to get it here. So like I could do it. No. This is the only viable spot, right? So I've got to take this and put it behind this, and then but then we're still one short, right? What if I have this and this here, right? But then if I do that, it's directly in the way of the blue laser. No, it's not in the way of the blue laser. Oh. All right. How is this above it? It just happens to be above it? All right. Two pesky little buzzers. We got this connector. So there's a blue input, red output. And red output goes here, and there's mines in the way. What else we got over here? So these mines don't auto-detect and blow me up if I get near them. All right, where can I place this that it's gonna... So everything else is blocked off. Disconnects it. Almost. It barely misses it. But there's no way I can connect these from any other point, right? It has to be somewhere over there is where they connect from. Unless... Where's the blue output? Probably somewhere over there. Oh, what if I get these out of alignment? Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So the problem is this one moves too slowly, or this one moves too quickly and has too short of a route. How can I get around that? I mean, the only thing I can do right now is basically just change the timing. Right, and then that blocks it. There's just no way, right? I keep thinking I want to have it connect to the laser and be blocking one of these, but there's just no way to do that with this wall in the way. Oh, I guess I could... Can I connect it from here? Oh, I can connect it from here. And does that block the mine? No, it doesn't. It almost blocks the mine. There, that blocks the mine. Got it. All right, a box. Another connector. All right. So now, presumably I keep that locked in the way. So then I can grab this and change its position to be here. Got it. Then what's the blue input for? So it gives me a ladder to climb over this. Is there a star back here? It has to be, right? That's got to be what it is. But where's the blue output? There is none. Maybe the box will come in handy. I don't see a connector anywhere on the horizon. Can I use this box to get above everything? For right now, let's just point it here. And we'll come back here later. That's two pesky little buzzers. Oh, is that actually the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. So... I do need both of the lasers, don't I? Yeah. Hang on. There's got to be one that I can shoot from over here, right? Yeah. I don't actually even remember which one that is. Alright, so let's put this here. That's the only thing it can be, right? It's got to connect to another puzzle. So if I can red laser this open, that must allow me to ricochet a blue laser back over there, right? Is there a plot to the game? It's a vague, probably there's a post-apocalypse or some kind of calamity on Earth, and this whole puzzle game situation is a virtual reality simulation designed to see if artificial intelligence can match human consciousness. All right, so but there's no way to ricochet. We have to ricochet the beam into the blue input, right? Which means this is going to have to stop being the red laser. All right. So I forget which ones are opening what. What if I take this away? Okay. So we take that. Okay, it does connect the beam. So take this offline, and we just connect it to that. Got it. That should be everything, right? Yeah, that's everything.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus, you are appointed its master.
Well, not all its mysteries.
And you may do with it as you will.